am I? That's not a secret I'll never tell. You know you love me. XOXO.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys feeling? Today we're getting into a social media update. How are people viewing your social media? And we have 4 piles for you to choose from. Go ahead and choose your pile. We have 2 fragrances for pile 2 and pile 4 from Cosmic Intelligence. So go ahead and get in touch with our spiritual shop and give back to our community, especially if you are so grateful for the information that we provide for free. All of the links to everything is down in the description box. But if you guys want just to follow me over on my lifestyle channel to catch up on who we are, how we got started, and how you can support our mission and keep making this information accessible to all, then I suggest you go and follow me over on my lifestyle channel. Pile 1, you are the English Laundry Perfume by Christopher, I don't know what that last name is, Wicks, okay? Pile 2, Manifest Your Happiness with the Good Scent. Pile 3, you are, this is actually called Birthday Sex, LOL, but I flipped it over so that you can see how pretty the pink is. But Birthday Sex by Truly, this is actually a luxury body oil that I recently got. And then pile 4, you are Rose Quartz, which is Love, Charm, Beauty, and Artistry. All right, choose from the overhead selection and I'll see you guys in your pile. Bye. Hi pile 1, welcome to your selection. So you chose the English Laundry fragrance, but I also pulled your significator, which is Cash Job with Finesse. This comes out all the time on the channel. I'm hearing flexing and finesse, bitch. Okay, you guys are full of finesse and you do it so tastefully. People, I was actually, it's crazy because I was literally just reading another one of the social media I was just listening to another one of our timeless readings on the channel, and this card came out again, and I was just like I was just listening to it and I was just like gagging the whole time. And I just was like, this is so on point. So I think that this could be definitely a storyline for a lot of you guys on the channel around how people could be viewing your social media. People definitely see you as very stylish, okay? Something about the way that you are putting together your outfit, your stylish selection, people are definitely noticing. But there's something about you guys have, I don't know if you've actually been, I'm getting 1 or 2 things. You could be that new person, that expert that's new in the market, or you can be that person who has gained experience over time. It's like, I was just thinking about this because it was like, I'm just like, sometimes when experts come into the market, people will think that they're like new at what they're doing, they're inexperienced or novice, but people may see you might have a small platform and they may have the mistake of thinking that you are like a novice at something or something like that, okay? Or you could be a novice and you could be, you know, still, you know, getting yourself together. But I'm getting, for most of you guys, people will like make the mistake of thinking that, especially if your platform is small, they will have the mistake of thinking that you are a novice or that you were new to this. But you're like, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. These people are watching you as an expert, even if your platform is big as well. So people are noticing that you are very experienced at what you're doing, and you're very, maybe you are a maven, or you've reached your expert level, or people have watched you do this over time. I think that there is like pros and cons to coming in as like pros and cons to, you know, coming in as an expert versus, you know, gaining your experience over time. When you come in as an expert, that puts a big target on your back for competitors, okay? Especially if you come in, everything was planned, or you know, people see something and they kind of just like want to like, you know, that automatically makes you like the threat, I feel like, in the market or something like that. But I also feel like if you gained your experience over time, I feel like sometimes people who come in as a really naive or really novice at something that they're doing, they actually like can find a lot of like growth in attracting to like majority of society. There's something about your like expertise or your interest, like how depth of a perspective that you have, and that like I don't know how highly developed you are, that actually like puts you at a like, it puts you in a like slim margin of people. Like I feel like you are, maybe you're someone who does a lot of business to business, or you're speaking to other highly developed individuals, because like novices and people who are just like new at something or not as experienced or not as highly developed, they may resonate more with more people, okay? But the great thing about it is some of you guys are attracting high ticket clientele, okay? So whereas these novices and beginners, they may have a lot of small tickets, okay? Something like that, okay? People are seeing on your social media that you're very well mannered, okay? And this involves you maybe having a lot of like worldly experience, or just having a lot of wisdom. Maybe you guys have you guys ever like heard of the mother, the maiden, and the crone, or something like that? I think that the crone is like the final level in the trifecta of like maturity, reaching old age, and people see you as actually just like very calm, cool, and collected. Like you're very calm, cool, and collected, even if you have like a heavy workload, okay? You're very refined and well-mannered. And people are noticing something where you're wearing a lot of blazers, or you're wearing a lot of blouses, a lot of tailored blouses, lots of tailored fabrics. Some of you guys, you look just like a doll, okay? You look very doll-like, and people feel like this is just like a sign of your wealth. Like you definitely radiate, your beauty radiates the frequency of wealth, and people feel like you have your game face on. You're like, you're very strategic, you're working, and you're not to be played with. I'm hearing that you're something where you're not to be played with. Oh, I was just getting this earlier. People are noticing on your social media that you have a lot of studying to do. Like you are studying a lot, working a lot. They know that your coursework is heavy. They know that your workload is heavy. And you know, it's like you have all this, they know that you're like stressed about school, and stressed about your academics, stressed about your work, but you never let anybody see you sweat, or you're just cool as a cucumber, and your haters really cannot spot your weaknesses. I think that this is what makes people see you as very refined and well-mannered. Like I don't know if it's all hate here, but it's definitely just like the way that you're handling this coursework, or the way that you're handling this rigorous workload is intricately refined, okay? You're like a delicacy, like you're handling it very delicately, okay? I'm also getting that you showing up as this, like your beauty radiates this wealth, and you know that health is a reflection of wealth. So for a lot of you guys, this is men who are viewing your social media account, and they're watching you study, okay? They're watching you work, they're watching you perform, they're watching you with good health, okay? And I feel like these could be a lot of men who are in poor health, okay? Some of these people have pot bellies, they have addictions, or they have some type of poor diet and eating habits. Some of them are lacking, they're lacking exercise. And they see that you just constantly win. You keep winning, especially after they try to make you. It's like something where they might even try to make you take a loss, and then you let them know, I'm in optimal health, and there's absolutely no way that I can take a loss. Like some of you guys with your health regime, you have like a lot of awareness, and even when they try to do something out of deficiency, you end up like making them watch you on their phone. I hear something where these are people who you force them to watch you on your phone, okay? What? Lilith. Yeah, they see you as very destructive. It's like a lot, especially if this is a man. You guys, if this is a man, this man is now watching you on their phone, and they actually are becoming unhinged at your success. Because some of these people, they did something bad, okay? Or they're very triggered by Barbie dolls. Like, they're very triggered by beautiful women. These are men who are just like very insecure about themselves. They need to date someone of a lower standard. Like, these are the men who did not like honor you, and you know that it's not because of like how you look or that you're not desired. It's just that these are men who are very like, that you kind of destroy with your Lilith. It's something where they may have been, I don't know, it feels like sometimes with the Lilith or like siren energy, I can feel like it is all about like people who may be attracted to you for superficial reasons, but like they might be attracted to you for your beauty, but then they can't really honor it. Like, it's something where they're not able to work together. They stop communicating, or they grow defensive. Something where these are men who, or romantic partners that grow defensive when they realize that you're not just like this Barbie doll person. Like, the thing is, like, something about you, you definitely, like, there's a lot of different moving parts here, because there's like a lot of beauty that people are seeing on your social media account. Like, you look like a Barbie doll, but then you're like this extremely intelligent person as well, and that's intricately refined, well dressed, courteous and graceful in your movement, and it's like you handle them very gracefully. Something where you're very able to handle them, especially like if these are the men. It's like you're too pretty to like act out of character. So I feel like if like they do something to dishonor you, or they do something absurd, like these are people who actually do something wild towards you, it's like you gracefully destroy them with your Lilith. It's like your style, your courtesy, and they actually find you to be delicious. Like, something about you, to have you in that way, to have sex with you, it is like you are very delicious, okay? Because like it's not that these men don't honor you because you're not everything that they want. It's like something about you, especially when they see that you study or that you work, they become very emasculated. And these are like men or romantic partners with inferiority complexes. And it's like you handle your enemies and these partners that become enemies very gracefully. Maybe they even try to take you through an adversity, or they try to do something duplicitous. And you may be even in a higher social class than a lot of these men, okay? It's like something where you might think that this is like, you might think, okay, this comes out a lot. So it's like something where you might think that it's not like that big of a deal. Like something where you're not even paying attention to this stuff. It's just like it's just like how you carry yourself. You're how neat you are, how put together you are. Your handbags are clean. Your resources are clean. Something even when you're delicious to eat, you're delicious to like to have sex with, and they're not used to a feminine being clean. Is what I'm hearing. Something where they're used to eating fish, okay? So when they have you, they are like, it's like delicious, but it's also very triggering, because they're like so used to, like, some of you're quite literally in a higher social class than them. So like if they're used to eating fish, that means they're used to eating with, like, they're used to eating women who have like bacterial vaginosis or yeast infections, and they've like normalized having this like poor hygiene, okay? So there's something where this, like, they know, especially if these are men that you were intimate with before, and then you like, they're just now forcing to, like, they're forced to watch you on a social media account. They know that you're delicious. They know that you have really, really great hygiene. They know that you're like a rose. They know that you're delicate. They know what I'm saying? Like, you're a delicacy. Especially like if you don't like, when I think about delicacies, in certain like ethnic cultures, there are certain delicacies that are just like, those are privileges of a higher social class. So you are like a delicacy to these men. They feel like they are taking part in a higher social class when they have you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just going. I know that sounds crazy, like to compare you to like a food or a dessert, but it just feels like you, they're just like, you know, become very triggered by this, like all this social class, and just like, you know, they start feeling like they're not good enough, and they start feeling not smart enough, and they feel like, you know, they don't feel wealthy enough for you. They don't feel like they feel like maybe you're too high maintenance because you're so clean, something like that. You're too clean. The Scorpio, okay, or somebody, a Virgo, a Leo, you're too clean. Okay, some of them, they're like, okay, some of them did not realize you had a social media following, and then now they see that you have a presence, or that you have a popular body, or you're popular. Okay, they're noticing that you're popular. And this is why you're so refined, is because you are like such a social butterfly after all these life experiences and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely envious of your social class. Okay, even if these are not partners, they're definitely looking at your social class and how it just, your social class, you know, is radiated through your beauty and how you carry yourself. So, you know, you come across, like, you might not think it's a big deal, but if you come around like a group, even if this is not on social media, like if you come around a group of women and they're just like sitting around and everybody starts, oh, they start acting, they get uncomfortable. I'm getting that this, like, your social class and how neat and put together you are makes people very uncomfortable. How well mannered and courteous you are, it makes them very, very like uncomfortable. Okay, I'm getting at a studio, or at a like in a network or something where your social class, you probably didn't even know that you were doing this, but it's just like something that is like, of course, your social class just like represents your socialization. It represents you going through the process of refinement. Some of you guys raised your social class, so this was not something like, after a time you might think, well, like, oh, I'll never forget where I come from, but after a time there is a little bit of forgetting where you come from, because you no longer act out of like, you don't have those impulses and instincts and those like bad behaviors and bad habits that these people have. It's just not a part of your consciousness anymore. Like the past quite literally doesn't exist anymore. And I know that you are like, I'll never forget where I come from, but you are not a part of that reality anymore. So it might not be something that is like, it's stored in your memory bank, but it's not something that is engaged in your consciousness on a daily basis, if that makes sense. So you crossing your legs, you flossing your teeth, you know, making sure your mouth is covered, you know, when you cough and sneeze, you making sure that you don't have bacterial vaginosis and yeast infections. Like, these things are just something that like are showing your health and your wealth, right? Health is wealth. So your health, you being fit, having toned legs. Some of these men, they can't believe how good you are in bed, like the way that you throw it back. They feel like that is a privilege as well. Like they feel like they're taking it. You're delicious. Okay, you're delicious. The way that you can throw it back, I'm getting these are men where you might even have to take charge in the bedroom because they can barely even move, right? Especially if you're dating men of a lower social class, or you're dealing with somebody of a lower social class, they're not, you know, good in bed or something like that. Like they can't move, they don't have like flexibility, like something where your movement is very graceful and you're even flexible and stuff like that. And so, you know, the way that you move in bed is actually, they feel like that is a delicacy. They feel like that's a privilege. You know what I'm saying? The way that you can kind of like thrust and, you know, gyrate your hips and, you know, all of that, and how clean it is, like the clean shave, the clean fresh wax, no razor bumps, no, you know what I'm saying? All of this represents your social class. You smelling good, having fragrance that's long lasting. I'm also getting they having the privilege, like these people, they know that if you study, you don't work. They know that you have the privilege of not working. They know that you have the privilege of study. Okay, so a lot of these people, they see that, you know, you have a very sophisticated way of carrying yourself, your style, and just like your lifestyle in general is representing your freedom. Okay, and that's what they see on your social media account. Okay, I'm hearing that you're like a doll, like a Barbie doll, but you're not to be played with, okay? We have Aries. Yeah, this is somebody who is, who's watched you have a lot of willpower. I'm also getting that a lot of people see that because you are so sophisticated and you have so much couth, that you actually have to do a lot of things on your own, because I don't know what kind of circumstances that you're in, but a lot of these people, because they're so emasculated, or like even women, if you like, well, that's what I was going before, you'll come around women or something like that, or you'll come around people of a lower social class, and everyone becomes so uncomfortable because of how neat and put together you are, like not having stains on your clothes, having your hair put together, like you being engaged, like you'll just it's like something where you are like a high voltage being, and you actually like shock people into awareness, and it's like it becomes clear and evident that you have self-care and wellness, which they feel like is a privilege of the wealthy. Okay, so yeah, you handle, and then how graceful you are with everything, even if you have conflicts with people. I'm getting that for a lot of people, a lot of times these are like people, they see that you have a privilege. Okay, there's something on your social media account where they see that you have a privilege. Now, I can't confirm and deny this, you guys. You might not feel like you have privileges. Like they say the study is a privilege, or it's like something where you might see people who are attracted to you because of your privilege, like some type of white privilege or some type of colorism or some type of, whatever they say, your body type or something like that. And you know that them attracting to you for that privilege is them seeking to conform. And then something where you destroy them for being superficial or trying to adapt to a privilege. Okay, if that makes sense. Because you're like the Lilith. The Lilith is not superficial. Okay, this is dark, destructive, feminine energy. And a lot of these people have been attracted to you because of your privilege. And you know that people get attracted to you because of your privilege. You know that. But I also feel like a lot of you've been involved in, you've handled a lot of conflicts with people from a lower social class with a lot of grace. Someone who didn't have socialization, and they were very embarrassing to you. Like a lot of these people that you have to come around, something where you're working with people, or you went into a network of people in a lower social class than you. Okay, these people did not have an education. I don't know what this could possibly be, but some of you guys went into a network where someone had where there was people who had lower social classes than you. We have, if you continue to make the same choices, you'll continue to get the same outcome. We have the moon. That's kind of what I was getting with that subconscious energy. Yeah, 12th house with enemies, okay? You've been dealing with something where you keep getting the same outcome in your relationships, or you keep getting the same outcome with, I don't know, something where I feel like this is like, this is not for you. I feel like this is for people who you may have had a conflict with. These people keep making the same choices. I think that this person, I'm hearing someone, these Cancers, they keep making the same choices over and over again, and they keep getting painful endings. I'm hearing that there's many cycles with this person, and they keep ruining their reputation, or they keep embarrassing themselves, or they're literally losing their wealth because they keep making these poor decisions. It's something where this person is acting, I'm getting that this is an enemy. And this person is truly suffering. I'm getting that this person is suffering. Okay? And this is somebody who you've needed to guard yourself against, especially some of y'all. This is a person who, like I said, this was someone that you've been handling them very gracefully, because this is somebody who is in a lower social class. So this is some type of subconscious thing that they have going on with you. This conflict was born, this may be more than one person, how they're viewing your social media. They saw your social class on your social media, and this triggered something on a subconscious level for this person. And you have been mirroring, you are a star, and this is the issue. You are a star, and you are the one that sets the tone for everything. And you are radiating this goddess energy, but I'm getting particular with the moon here, a Cancer. This person they're done, Okay, I'm getting that they're done because they keep making the same choices over and over again. And this is just leading to an inevitable loss for them. This person cannot control their emotions. And they keep having these volatile mood swings, or they keep having these throwing emotional tantrums because they are acting out of a subconscious thing. It's like they don't they it's like you are in a higher social class than them, or you're a star, you're famous, and this person is just not they're not in the same social class as you. Okay, they may feel like because they have the same amount of followers or something like that, or that they even may have more followers than you, that they try to act like they try to justify this behavior because of this numbers thing that they have going on. But this person does not have a privilege, is what I'm hearing. For one, this person does not have a privilege. I'm also getting this person does not study. Okay, and this person is not like a goddess. Like, they hate the fact that you are the one that sets the tone, especially as the star, and you are the one that is like gives everybody life. I'm hearing something where you're like on your social media, you're giving people life, honey. And these people, they just feel like, especially if this is about a like masculine that you were dating, you are the one that is closest to this person or something like that. You're the closest to them. So there's somebody here who keeps acting because of your social class. It's something where it's like they see your social class reflected back to them, and you're actually teaching these people how to act, because they're so embarrassing. They keep showing up to the social events, or they keep showing up on social media, and they're embarrassing themselves in front of your network, something where you have a professional network, something where you have investors watching, you have like high status people watching, you have maybe even people from the dominant cultural group watching, and some of you guys have gone through a lot of socialization through your studying and your prestigious academic programs, and this person keeps making the same poor decisions in your network and embarrassing you. Somebody keeps embarrassing you, and it's because they don't want to, they just keep, I don't know, something where you're mirroring this to this person. Like, it's like easy to say that, that this person, they refuse to take responsibility for their behaviors. And a part of this is subconscious. A part of this is like this person, like, I don't know, this person trying to like cope with the failure, I think, because you are like this star in this like raging success, and has this like high social standing that they wish that they had, and they're just like this clout chaser who isn't involved in any merit. It hasn't had any academic or prestigious study. It hasn't had any, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels really sad. Like, this person, I feel like they definitely have hope that they can raise their social standing, but the way that they keep acting, especially if through the 12th house that they're serving as an enemy, some of these people, they keep making the same decision. They keep stealing. Is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing they keep stealing, or they keep putting on the same clothes. It's like this person keeps doing the same things over and over again, and this has led to like a very bad, like, I don't know, this led to a very, like, they got really embarrassed in front of everyone, okay, because they didn't have any socialization, and then everyone's like looking at you, and you're like, oh, well, we know that Pal 1 isn't going to act like that because of their social class and how refined and well mannered they are, and just like you handling them very gracefully, like something where there's a group of people who, like, this may be a group of people who were acting from a subconscious, they were enemies of yours because they've been acting from this subconscious place of not wanting to admit the fact that they hated you because of that you had a higher social class than them, that you had prestigious study, and that you were like a goddess walking. And so there's been a very devastating hardship in a network, in a market, where you may have come in and reflected to these people manners, courtesy. You reflected to them maven, expertise, experience, and a lot of these people are really struggling with this disillusionment. You being the prestigious study, you being the well-mannered, courteous, cultured, experienced, worldly person, you've been trying to be very diplomatic in this situation. I feel like you have been very fair, but these people keep making the same decisions over and over again, and they keep failing. Okay, they keep failing. It's like they won't stop doing this. And this is like, I don't know, maybe this is their socialization and not having, like, some of this is subconscious, right? But this is also an instinctual behavior. But this is also, but I'm also getting that you're bringing them a lot of awareness around their behavior, and they just refuse to stop, right? So it just feels like these are people who are consciously choosing to not hold themselves accountable for their behavior, okay? How are people viewing your social media? Yeah, these are shadow attachments. Yeah, people who are attached to you in hidden secrets and pain and shame, okay? Because you, and you know, it's because you are a star that reflects these people's pain, okay? Some of these people are invisible. They're just watching you. These are people who don't support anything, people who are invisible. And when they see your education and your creativity and something about your writing, they can just tell that they are not as smart the way that you write. They can't even comprehend something, especially, you know, something where you're using an advanced technique at writing, okay? You're using an advanced communication, advanced writing skills, advanced reading and writing skills. You are very advanced. Even if you thought that you had a disability, some of you guys are naturally gifted people, or you have been like deemed a genius from a young age. Some of you guys are exceptional intellect. Some of you guys have been prodigy children, okay? And this is the people who are watching your social media are the people who cannot find their moderation around you. Like, even though you are, like I said, you are a reflection to them, that you actually inspire them and motivate them and say, hey, like, you can go, like, you inspire them to go through their own refinement process. But they have addictions. They're like very obsessed with you. And these could be stands, right? These could be people who stand for you, like you're a star, right? But some of these people, they can't have a healthy relationship with you because of this pain and shame that they refuse to take responsibility for. It's okay to say, oh my God, that person that, you know, this person that I have formed an emotional attachment with through the moon, right? I'm going to make them my enemy, even if they don't know me, right? Some of these people, they're like, I don't know that person, but I hate them. Like, they literally grow an obsession in hidden secrecy. Okay, some of these people you don't know, you probably won't ever know them, especially because you're a star. You're like off living your star luminary life, and they like get very creative and inspired by you, but they can't actually be like supportive of you. And I'm also getting that because this is a shadow attachment, they're actually not going to have any success from this, right? If you see people showing up and trying to steal your life and stuff like that, and you know, it's just like that will just be, those are failures, okay? They will always be a failure in this shadow attachment because they refuse. You know, like I said, you continue to make the same choices, you will continue to get the same outcome, instead of openly admitting to themselves and say, hey, I need to go through a refinement process. This is someone who is my authority, or this is someone that I need to listen to, and this is some type of emotions that I need to reconcile on my own. These are my own, this is my own lack of study. This is my own lack of a career. This is my own behavior that I need to take responsibility for. Some of these people just have an instinctual response to you, and they can't control themselves. Like, they'll see your aesthetic, or they'll see how talented, gifted you are, or they'll see your privilege, they'll see your personal freedoms, and they will literally have an intense and volatile reaction towards you. These are strangers that you don't even know, okay? So I want you to just kind of just like take that into account when, you know, just, I know that you probably can sense the shadow attachments, okay? Especially some of these people are showing up on your explore page. Like, the universe will send you, will show you the people who are trying to copy, okay? But let's get an affirmation, because I feel like we definitely need to get an affirmation around this so that we can just like focus on our healing for ourselves and the people who are attached to us out of shadow aspects. It's something about your prestigious study in academics, okay, that they have had a very volatile reaction to. I have the right to be excited, okay? Embodied, okay? This is your embodied soul. That is a star. Your embodied soul. These are people where they just force these aesthetics. They're not naturally good at it. They just force it because they want to appear like they have the same social class as you, and they continue to make these same choices. They'll continue to be a failure at life. And you, I have the right to be excited. You're so excited about all of your victories. I'm hearing something where people on your social media are literally just watching you get victory over and over and over again. You are a winner, and these people are failures. And I think that that's really the message here today. That'll give you the closure that you need to move on. Especially if you're aware of some of these people who you couldn't work with in a network, where they decided to be your enemy because they couldn't handle you being so courteous, refined, and neat. Okay, that's what I'm saying, pal one. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Hi, pal two. Welcome to your selection. So you chose Manifest Your Happiness, which is a cosmic intelligence perfume that we are selling. Check her out. She is one of our best sellers. She smells real good. Let me smell her. I ain't smelled her in a minute. She smells good. Okay, definitely a fruity floral fragrance. But let's get into it. Your significator was Courage, Remy Ma, which has also come out a lot on the channel. People see you as very brave. Some of you guys, you may have done something illegal, or you went to jail or prison for something, or you may have gotten into some type of legal trouble around something, and people are realizing that you did something. This is an Aquarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. These people are realizing that you did something that you could have went to jail for, or that you did go to jail for, or something like that. Something that you've done that involved a lot of courage. I'm hearing some big risk that you were taking to survive. Okay, we have individuality. How people are viewing your social media, they're seeing nothing like you. Okay, I'm hearing that these hoes really can't do nothing with you. You know, you'll find a lot of people. What I'm also starting to learn about social media is that there are a lot of, there's a huge lack of individuality on social media. Like, the social media accounts that I hate the most are the ones where that it doesn't feel human. Like, even some, I don't want to offend anyone, but I've even come across a lot of, there's a particular culture involved, but I'm not going to talk about. But this particular culture is kind of prone to cheating, deception, or finding ways to plug an algorithm. Like something where there's some accounts that plug algorithms or something like that, or these are shadow accounts, matrix accounts, or you'll see some accounts, right? And it'd be you'll be wait, that wasn't real. That was some fake video or something like that. Like something where someone, I remember one time I watched this video. It was this girl was going glamping, right? She was going glamping, and she had this huge, a lot of gadgets and stuff. And then it was all these different gadgets, right? And then somebody pointed out in the background that was a fake rain. It was oh wait, they were going glamping on a rainy day, and then somebody pointed out that it was a rain machine in the back, or that they said it was oh, it wasn't raining for real, it was raining in one clip and then it was sunny in another clip. It's something where people are just it's something with I don't know why I brought that up, but it's your account is not that matrix organization plug and chug. They're seeing when they come across your social media platform, it's a very unique platform, something where people have never seen anything like it before, and it's really hard to duplicate your life. So these hoes, if they want to try to there's a lot of lack of individuality out here, and people will get attached to possessions because social media is a marketing tool. They'll get attached to possessions or whatever that's marketable, something where the people will try to get attached to whatever is marketable about your platform, and they'll get very that's what brings them in, I guess. But it's something where it's because you're so unique, it's very hard to it's really hard to duplicate your life. And I think that is what makes people kind of pissed off as well, is because you set so far apart from everyone else. And I'm also getting that if people did want to kind of mimic your life, and I just don't think that's possible. There's not another, you can't mimic your life. I think that's something that you did, your design made it very hard to mimic. Okay, it's either that it's something about it that people, I feel this may be adversaries in this pile. That's why I'm feeling I'm getting so much around your individuality. But it's there is maybe you even had to fight for your life, or you had to fight to be an individual, because so many people, I'm hearing the matrix, these the matrix are not individuals, right? So when the matrix get a hold of you, it is very unsafe. That's why it's like courage is coming out, because there's like, it takes a lot of courage to be yourself. It takes a lot of courage to carve out this path of individualization. This person is, I don't know, I'm just seeing on the back of this card, Cancer, okay? Or this involves the number 4 or the number 6, okay? Maybe those are significant to you. But these people, they feel like maybe you guys have really unique tattoos as well. So people are noticing some tattoos on your hands or your feet, and it's like really hard to copy your life. No, like, it's like, be yourself, like 100%. The one thing I love about EXO is that she, more often than not, can find her own style. A lot of people will not have any style whatsoever. Have your own style. Be attached to a possession or a thing or aesthetic, a hobby, or whatever, because you really actually love it, not because you feel like it makes you more marketable. And I think this is what sets you aside from a lot of people. And even these people who thought that they were individuals, they thought that they were like so, they thought that they were so great. They come around you and they feel you're like actually the star, okay? Even walking around on an everyday basis, you might feel like you are always the center of attention. You set the tone for everything. You are literally just like the center of attention, okay? You set the tone. I don't know who thought they were setting the tone, but you're actually the one that sets the tone, okay? And this is taking a lot of courage to be yourself, because you might get some negative reactions, or you might get some adversaries, because conformists don't like to see an individual coming, okay? Because it disillusions them. It shows everyone how superficial they are. So it shows everyone how they are just like, keep plugging and chugging the algorithm. They keep doing the same things that everyone else is doing, and you're just like not doing everything that everyone else is doing. And it's taking a lot of courage, because you don't know if you'll be a success. You don't know if you'll be accepted. You don't know if you'll be accepted. You don't know if you'll get honored, because people have a problem with individuality. We have the 9th house, okay? You're like, I am individual, but I still come from all that there is. I'm still connected to all that there is. There's like the individualized self, and then there's like the self that's connected to the rest of the whole. What people are seeing in your social media account is actually your individual self relating to the rest of society. It is actually very beautiful how you relate to the rest of society. You are such a mirror that makes it okay, that makes people feel comfortable actually to be themselves. It makes people feel like they have a place to belong, that they don't have to put up a mask, that they don't have to plug and chug the algorithm, that they can be, you make it a safe space to be yourself. Even if they have an unpopular opinion, even if they have a different philosophy, even if they follow different laws than you. Some of you guys, you are handling a lot of international business on your social media account, and there is a beautiful congruency. I think congruency is the right word, but like, there's a beautiful commonality or shared soul. Like, there is a collective soul, because even if they're established under different laws, different governments, different religions, different rulers, you are sharing a lot of information that actually rises above duality. You are on your social media, there's a lot of non-duality. There is this loving perspective of oneness, unity, harmony, despite you set up, like, it's like, and you represent that with just by showing up and being yourself. You may even take part in a trend. You may even take part in something, that is popular, right? And you do it in a way that's individual to you. People like to see that you do it in your own way, and it mirrors to people how they have been conforming. It mirrors to people how they haven't been individual and unique, how they've been materialistic and shallow. But a lot of this is just a lot of people walking around, pretending to be okay when they really just don't feel safe to be themselves. And I think on your social media, you really create this safe space to be yourself. Like, They see you, some of you showing up with your hair not done, you showing up with, you showing up with your, clothes not, done, clothes not together, like you're showing up being yourself, flaws and all. But it's the way that you're relating and the ideas that you're sharing and the philosophies that bring you together, right? You might be so set apart and, individualized, like nobody looks like you, nobody's doing what you're doing, but you'll share some information that lets people know that you are a part of the whole, or you're having a shared experience as well, right? On your social media account, you as this individual, you're doing something in a very big way. Something big is happening for you on your social media account, and they definitely see this, okay? This is definitely, and I think that this is what makes it so scary as well. This is why courage is coming out, because something that you're doing in a big way, because you are an individual and you're sharing philosophies and values that are set apart from the norm, and you're actually something where it maybe you're even going commercial, or you are becoming an individual on a large platform. This is what stars do. They're individuals on a large platform. They set the tones. They're the ones that set the trends. They're the ones that everyone wants to be like. You are serving as a major inspiration, okay, on your social media account. And this is happening for you in a big way. It's not like you're that individual that's not like commercialized. It's like something where people may have even watched you be this individual, or be this unique person that wasn't getting attention. That was like, like I said, a lot of artists don't get their acclaim until after they already pass away. But you are an artist that's getting your acclaim today. You are doing it in a big way. You are becoming famous, wealthy, growing a large platform. And it's your individual values and your individuality, your life is on display for all to witness. You are the one that sets the tone. This is happening for you in a big way, okay? But you are also reminding them that although I am this star, or I'm this artist and this brilliant person, or this prodigy or something, I'm still a part of the whole. That doesn't make me different than the rest of you, right? So, reminder that celebrities and stars are not to be dehumanized. Exceptional intellects and creative powers are not to be dehumanized, because we are all experiencing the same things. A celebrity can be jealous of a beggar. A celebrity could be stealing a beggar's creative identity, infringing on their property, right? Don't think that because it's a celebrity that they don't have, or someone who has a lot of fame and acclaim, that they don't have their own struggles and insecurities the same way that you have. I got real problems just like you. People might put you up on a pedestal. They see this individuality. You think it actually takes a lot of courage to do this, because it also puts all of the attention on you. It puts you as a target. It puts you always under people's critical observation. You're like, okay, don't treat me like, don't make me such a threat. Some of you guys are having to hire security. If you're having events in person, you're going to have to hire security, okay? Hire security. Make sure that you're protected, because you are a star luminary person. And a lot of people will have a very adverse reaction to this. It takes a lot of courage to get all this attention. Yeah, what did I say in Aquarius, right? Your vision is unfolding for you in a very big way. Some of you guys are running a large commercial organization, or you are like a big business, industrializing yourself. But I'm also getting that your beauty washes a lot of people out. Okay, your beauty washes a lot of people out. They have a very intense reaction to you. People who are not stars or good artists, they're just not having a good experience while you're, things are unfolding for you in a big way, okay? So people are seeing on your social media account that you have a big vision and that it's actually coming true, okay? So let's see, how are people viewing your social media, pal, too? I just got a flash of you are divinely protected. Yeah, this big vision, baby, it's happening for you, okay? It's happening for you. So, just remember, I know you might be scared. It takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing, okay? Because people are going to, of course, they see a star. the matrix and the conformists and the people who are not stars are going to want to attack this, okay? Something about your handbag. Make sure you keep your handbag close to you at all times. People are watching your handbag, that it doesn't look like everybody else's handbag, okay? Your purse is different. Your handbag is different. Everything about you. You don't wear the same stuff as everybody else. Okay, and it's because that doesn't bring you emotional satisfaction. That's not a spiritual. Having the same bag as everybody else doesn't bring me emotional satisfaction. Having a bag that I like, that looks good, that that's what brings me emotional satisfaction. Something that is different, not the same one that everybody else has. So. Oh my God, y'all, this is crazy. I knew this was about to happen. Either something that you're doing could put you in prison, but I'm also getting that there's a vision of some type of corruption coming. This involves a legal punishment. And I don't think that is you. Okay? Somebody is going to prison, okay? Because of what they have been doing. And I know that you are just like, I don't know, this must be a very big crime. Or someone went to prison or something like that. Like I was getting at the beginning, okay, of the reading. But I'm getting that there are people who are going to prison. Okay, and this is like makes it unsafe. So, you guys have to remember that, your vision of imprisoning someone is going to prison, is happening in a big way. I'm hearing that this person is taking a public, I'm hearing that this is happening in the news, okay? This is happening in the news. I'm hearing something within 3 to 6 years. 3 years, I'm hearing that the magic number is 3. Okay, somebody here, a mutual dream, okay? Yeah, somebody here that you have a partner. There's a partner here. A Cancer. This person is a Cancer or Aquarius. Somebody's going to jail for some kind of corruption. Yeah, you're a power couple. People are realizing that you have a power couple and you guys have a mutual dream. And you are a maven, expert individual, kind of, following from Power 1 if you're here. But you and this power couple, this person, I'm hearing that this is a very strong bond. And this person, there's someone here that is going to prison because they knew that you were a star, or they knew that something, your big vision and individuality would put you, that would make you a success. It would, it would make your creative acts a success, or a lot of rewards and recognition around your creative act. There's someone going to prison, and I know that you are divinely protected, because of course people who are in legal trouble are going to want to fight, okay? But I'm hearing that you have a psychic advantage over the situation. Someone is going to prison because of what they've been doing. I'm hearing that they've been trying to attack a power couple because of the shared values, and I'm hearing it could also be a political couple as well, okay? So let's see here. Pal 2. Yeah, something where you are maintaining a family tie. Don't give up on your family. I know there's been your relationship, you're very empathetic with this person, okay? This person is very codependent and needy on you though, okay? And they've had a lot of emotional baggage. This person, you are literally their caretaker, okay? You are their caretaker. They need you, okay? And this person, they're dealing with some type of mental illness or something like that, or this relationship is all mental. Something about you and this person, they're watching this is your power couple, who is, you and this person are all mental. So that when y'all consummate y'all relationship, something where there's a consummation here, this is going to be a very intense consummation, because of this strong bond that you guys have. Who has been attacking this relationship, there are people who have been going to the all-out extremes because of this big destiny that you have with someone. And I also feel like you needed to reach happiness before this relationship can consummate. This person is going to find you. When they have you, you're going to be completely happy. You're going to be completely, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be happy. You're going to be, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be completely contented. You're going to have no, you're going to be individual. You're going to have no insecurities. And something where you guys have been working together and planning together for a long time. I'm hearing that this is a mutual dream between two people. And you guys have a dream or scenario to achieve. Whatever is involved here, this involves prison. Your relationship is getting, you're maintaining your family ties, and you're maintaining your family ties and healing your relationship after these third parties wanted to attack your relationship, or these other people have been attacking your creative acts. I'm getting that there is this because of what this power couple has done. I'm hearing that this dream that you guys have had, what you guys have done, I'm hearing that you guys are troubled together. People hated to see this relationship, some unconventional relationship. You are so individual. You have an unconventional relationship. This person does not look like everybody. This relationship does not look like everybody else's relationship. If you thought that you were going to have a regular old life, a regular old relationship, no, this ain't going to be no regular relationship. This person, maybe they come from a completely different background than you. Maybe they went to prison. Maybe you went to prison. Maybe they are a different race and cultural group than you. Maybe there's a large age difference here. Maybe this is the same gender relationship. But this power couple is truly empowering one another. This person has been a protector and you have been a caretaker. And you guys have been very supportive of one another and sustaining one another. You guys have needed each other. And people knew this, and there has been a lot of wild behavior that is landing people in prison. So what do you need to know about this? Okay, people are shocked that you are about to put somebody in prison. Okay, they know that you are putting somebody in prison. Okay, I'm hearing you have a lot of dreams about this situation. Okay, you have a lot of dreams about this situation. How are people viewing your social media? The Power 2. The Six of Wands. Yeah, these are the adversaries. Okay, the Fool reversed. Okay, and then the Two of Wands reversed. Okay, so I definitely feel like at this point, these people are kind of just they're just waiting. Okay, they're just waiting for when this, I'm hearing the judgment it calls. Okay, because of the risk that they took. I'm hearing something where the risk that someone took is putting them in prison. This was like a very foolish thing. I'm hearing that it's not even up to you. I don't know, some of this might not be up to you. But whoever this was, that they had a very bad ill will towards you. I'm hearing someone who had an ill will towards you because of your power couple and your mutual dream that you have with somebody. Or I'm also getting that this could be someone who you thought you had a mutual dream with, but this person actually fell short by quite the distance, and they took a naive risk, and they're just like, this relationship is not moving forward. Okay, but I'm getting for a lot of you guys, this is about some kind of, people are shocked that you have someone who, you have this big vision, and that this unfolding is like, your vision actually makes people have a very bad ill will towards you. Like from Power 1, these people don't even know you, and they see your big vision, and they know that you have a power couple, and they know that this is like a mutual dream between the two of you, and that means that you have a nurturing, sensitive, caring relationship that is supportive and sustaining. And so this makes people very angry, and so they see that this is like, and then they end up taking some foolish risk, or they try to, compete with you, or they try to do something adversarial towards you, but it actually doesn't get them any results. Like, I'm hearing there's something where, this, even if this is like someone who, this could vary in degrees of naivete and risk taking. Some of these people are just trying to show up and infringe upon your intellectual property because they know it involves a creative act. They know that it's individual to you, but they're literally not getting the results, or they're not moving forward with your individuality. I'm also getting that for a lot of you, these people where you've had to kind of, there's been a lot of adversarial energy, and these people, somebody here has been doing something corrupt towards you that's actually going to put them in prison, okay? Because they're ill will, they couldn't control their behavior. They did something very, very, like, they did something very foolish, okay? Just because they hated the fact that you and your power couple, you know, had this big vision, and it involves you getting this person loving you for, you know, as who you are, and that you guys had high values, okay? Something where people are hating you because you have high values. Yeah, this person who is, you know, I'm hearing they're canceled and they're going to prison, okay? But this, I don't know if, you know, if their confession will get them, you know, a better deal, okay? Some of them, they are not planning anything, or they kind of have run out of options. I'm hearing that these people have actually, this is already done. This person, whoever was attacking you for your individuality, is going to prison. But if they, I'm getting that they could try to strike a new deal, because I don't see that they have any strategies left, okay? So I'm hearing something about a Sagittarius. So let me see the Two of Wands, okay? Yeah, death in the reverse. You know, this person, I'm getting that they keep taking foolish risks that's incriminating them. So if they infringe upon your intellectual property, or they do something, I'm hearing that these people are taking risks that will, like, you know, they're resisting a transformation. You know, the universe is urging them to make the right decision, to choose to work towards fairness and equality, to, even if this isn't a lover, right? But if this person, whoever this is, that was an adversary, they're deeply triggered, and they've been resisting an evolution that's very important. In the meantime, they keep taking, some of them are taking risk, but I don't really see these behaviors that they're taking as like, I feel like the worst is behind you, because you've actually gotten a lot of awareness around their behavior. But I'm hearing that any risk that they're taking from here on out is actually really incriminating, especially because some of these people, their books will be getting audited. You will find a pattern of behavior, some type of corruption, some type of illegal financial behavior within business. You know, these people, it's already too late. But I definitely feel like if they cooperate, they can relieve themselves of prison, okay? But they have been resisting this. I definitely feel like they're moving on to calmer waters. But these people, they're still trying to juggle their perspective, you know, around this adversarial energy, where they have been trying to justify doing something illegal to harm your power couple in your individuality. You know, I definitely feel like the worst is behind you. But this person, they took a foolish risk, okay? And some of these other risks that they keep taking is either going to incriminate them or land them in prison if they don't evolve, okay? So that's what I'm saying right now, friends. It's either, I'm getting pile 2, tell your adversary, it's either cooperation or go to prison. Lose your child and go to prison, lose your life. Some of these people, they're literally, you're very empathetic about this. So I know that you don't want to send these people to prison for their ill will, right? Because you knew that they just had this weird reaction to your individuality, and hated the fact that you had a dream with your partner, that you and your partner was a power couple, and that they knew that it was a nurturing, sensitive, and caring relationship, and that just reflects the fact that they don't have one, okay? But, you know, this person is really codependent on you at this point, and I definitely feel like they want to do the right thing. You know, they want to do the right thing, but they've just been resisting this evolution. They've been resisting this. And I think the best thing that this person can do is cooperate, okay? So that they can, you know, let me see. How to, okay. What will happen if they stay on this current trajectory versus what will happen if they cooperate, okay? What will happen if they stay on this current trajectory? Okay. Temperance reversed, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, and what will happen if they cooperate? Okay, I definitely see some level of cooperation in the current trajectory, so I already think that they're on the right path, my good friend. Okay, they're very stressed about this because they know that this involves prison. Okay, and you know, yeah, the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, it definitely feels like if they cooperate, this current trajectory involves them. They do collaborate with you to some sort of degree. I definitely see that it is lacking a lot. It's lacking moderation. And this person is still they're in a mental anguish about this situation because this is happening in a very big way. It's not just something that they can kind of sweep under the rug. It's not just a settlement that can happen outside of court. This is something that's actually going to ruin their reputation either way. So I think that they're kind of like in a, I don't want to say a prisoner's dilemma, but it is kind of a dilemma where they have already lost a lot in this situation. Okay, so I think that's why they're kind of cooperating already. But I'm also getting that this other strategy that they could be using is that this has quite literally turned into a full-fledged warfare with this person because they have a major L on the line. Okay, I'm hearing that this is a major L. I'm hearing total loss of security, total loss of wealth, total loss of their freedom with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. And this situation is not expanding because this person still has not choosing to love themselves. When you love yourself, you take responsibility for yourself. This person, they don't want to take responsibility for themselves. And I'm also getting that they also, if they cooperate, the relationship has already lost its wealth. Okay, some of you, this is a power couple. This is the person, but I don't feel like this is your lover. I feel like this is just someone who was in a competition with you, and they feel like if they cooperate, it doesn't even matter if they cooperate because the relationship has already lost their abundance. You've already kind of rejected this person. You've already, you know what I'm saying, you already like hurt this person's feelings. And what I'm hearing you already hurt this person's feelings. This person has already been rejected. Okay, so this Aquarius, yeah, this person, you know, they know that this relationship has already lost its wealth and that it's like a huge lack of expansion. You know, your relationship will never, you know, I think that, you know, if they cooperate, their desire would have been to, you know, have a happily ever after with you, right? To be friends, to come along with you on your journey. But I don't think that that is feasible, you know, but I definitely still feel like, you know, I don't think that that's something that you want. Like after someone did something so bad to you, I'm hearing that they were the reason why you lost wealth, or they were the reason they were stealing your wealth. They've been stealing possessions, stealing your cell phone, stealing your laptop, stealing, you know, your life, stealing your home, because they have been so obsessed with your individuality and trying to like have your possessions like Paige, like somebody, they know that your possessions, like your handbag and stuff like that, reflected like your individuality. And I think that is kind of like what has been like an issue, is that they have been jealous of your soul and essence. And so this is not something that can be like redeemed. I don't think that this is a relationship that can be reconciled, because this person has already, the relationship has already lost its abundance from all of this strange behavior. But you definitely have a lot of empathy for this person, and you've actually been this person's healer. So I definitely feel like if they could cooperate and just go on with their life and try to, like, you know, lessen the consequences as much as possible, you know. But I also feel like this other strategy that they'll try to play is to like block your discernment, or block you from, you know, having the success around, you know, pinning them, okay, for the crime that they've been committing. But I also feel like it's already happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, because nothing is expanding, right? And we had the Two of Wands before, right? There's no other strategies that this person can really employ, because you've grown a lot of inner awareness around this person, a lot of protective awareness around this person as well. and so has your divine, you know, counterpart as well. So this situation has, you know, they really don't have many options left. So I think that they should just really embrace the option that they do have, right? But they'll need to choose to love themselves and move on with their life, right? It's about you saying, hey, I know there are losses that I've already incurred that I cannot get back. The Ten of Pentacles, this person has already incurred this loss. It's already gone. I'm hearing a lot of, you know, they've already lost their wealth. They're already at the shadow sides of wealth. Whatever they're trying to hold on to, you know, subscribers and, like, you know, money or whatever the case may be, this person has lost jobs, this person has lost homes, this person has lost, you know, they think they have subscribers over there. Those are shadow attachments. They're not aligned. That's not wealth. You are at the shadow sides. That's not fulfillment. That represents you not loving yourself, okay? If this person cooperates, it would mean that they need to kind of love themselves enough to hold themselves accountable for their behavior and turn their life around and find true abundance instead of being attached and tethered here out of some hidden secrets, okay? But the threat of prison is very real, okay? So if I had to choose between prison and openly owning my consequence and there being an option of no prison, I would definitely go with the latter. I don't know about you, pal, too, but, you know, if I have no more strategies left and I've already lost my wealth, then I think the rational decision that you should make is to own, you know, own up to what you have, what's left, okay? Have some dignity in the situation, okay? I definitely see their evolution. You know, there is evolution here. This is, you know, the brink of evolution is messy. Evolution is messy, but this person, they're still not evolving into self-love. And that makes them still in the shadow aspect a competition, right? So you are divinely protected. Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, please. That means that this is quite literally a war where you're having to be on, you're on the defense, okay? And there's a lot of, like, you know, there's a lot of to unpack here in the court of law, perhaps, okay? So, you know, this person, they're just sitting there. And there's no actions left to take. There's nothing left that they can really do. So I suggest that, like, you know, they're getting new clarity and new insights all the time towards achieving this cooperation, I feel like, okay? They're growing their awareness around how they have been, you know, but this Knight of Swords is this Nine of Swords is very stressful for them, okay, because they have starting to realize that they have already, that these are costs that they cannot recover, okay? It's already lost. So just have hope and cooperate, okay? Just have hope and cooperate, because I know you're very empathetic. You don't want this person to go to prison, but something about their behavior makes them unsafe for you and unsafe to themselves and children as well. So that's what I'm saying right now. To be continued, friends. Sorry to get so long-winded. I'll see you in the next one, okay? Don't forget to shop. Manifest your happiness if you are appreciating these messages. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pal 3. Welcome to your selection. So you chose Birthday X. How the song go? I don't know. It's like two songs that I know that has like that kind of thing. It's the one that everybody knows. It's your birthday, so I know you want to ride out. Okay, so you guys, there is people witnessing that you had birthday sex. Okay, something happened on your birthday, and you know, oops, people I think that you tried to like slide past this or something like that. I think you tried to like slick and slide past this, but or it was like you didn't think it was no big deal, but somebody knew that you were with somebody on your birthday. Okay, we have your overall significator. We have Dej Loaf. They think that this was like a big deal, or this is like a big relationship in your life, or a very meaningful one, since you know they knew that you guys were together on your birthday and stuff like that. They saw you like in a hotel room, or they saw you taking a bath or taking a shower after something. LOL, so they knew what that meant. Okay. So anyways, y'all, but I'm getting that people on your social media account, you are a whole mood. It's like something where you're just like, you're exerting you're like simply the control, like something where you're pressure. I'm here, you're applying a lot of pressure to people. People definitely see you as hostile. Like, it's because like some of you guys are like on the takeover. Like people are seeing that you are taking over studios, you're taking over businesses, you're shutting businesses down, you're shutting social media accounts down, you're taking the market share. It's like something where they may have saw you in your freshman class, or they saw you they saw you as a beginner, and then now you're like the chief. They saw you as like the person who was like an analyst role, or now you're like the boss. Like something where people literally see you taking over, you're moving up through the ranks, and it's like a hostile takeover. I mean, this is like a hostile takeover. People are they definitely see that you're very empowering, but you are like hostily enforcing your control over a situation or a business. I'm hearing a merger and acquisition is going on. And people are like, wow, that person earned that spot. Like, they definitely see you as someone who earned that spot. And they see that you're like, you have a new attitude. I don't know, maybe when they seen you before, you were not so hostile, or you were not so like unapologetically enforcing your control. But I feel like a lot of you have gone through situations where you've tried to be diplomatic about something, and now you are a hostile control. I'm hearing something you're doing is hostile now. You're telling people, we don't have any time, and you're not wasting any time. I'm hearing something where you're trying to be diplomatic, but people are really wasting a lot of time. And you're unapologetically pushing forward. You're pushing forward through resistance. You're pushing the resistance away, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no, oh, let me think about it. There's no delaying, there's no drifting, there's no stagnating. You're like, it's either you move or I move you out of my way. People are seeing that you're moving people out of your way hostilely, okay? By taking them over, by getting them canceled, okay? It's like something where you're like, we don't need them anyway. Over here with Pal 3, you'll get a better view anyway. And people more often than not, people are regarding you as a better view, okay? So they definitely sense that you are a whole mood, like you are a whole vibe. Like, people are like, you're definitely, especially if you're here from Power 2, you definitely set the tone. So you're the vibe that everybody wants, right? So that's what I'm seeing. Just some random channel messages. Okay, yeah, choose love. Yeah, definitely people are seeing that you have a new attitude. And it's a situation where you've tried to be diplomatic, or you've tried to be nice, and choosing nice and choosing love is not working. These people are still not cooperating. They're still taking negative actions. They're still being fools. And you're like, I'm not interested in that anymore. Like, it's something where your people are noticing that your attitude has changed. You don't have the same nice, sweet, innocent, patient, nurturing attitude. You're like very hostile in your control and demanding your control, you're making demands is what I'm hearing. But like, yeah, your communication, something that you're communicating is very hostile and controlling. You're tired of the wait, you're tired of the stagnation. There's no more waiting. We're done. It's either now or never. People are like, okay, Pal 3 is very serious about something, but we can tell because the mood has shifted, the communication has changed. You're no longer nice and sweet, okay? And it's like you're trying to be, it's like something where you've tried that sweet, I don't know, like I keep saying that, but like, I feel like you've tried that sweet, nurturing, patient, and kind situation, right? And you're like, they're like, okay, People are saying that you tried to choose love. You tried to choose harmony. You tried to choose, like, now you're no longer, like, you're not trying to keep the peace anymore. You're not trying to, like, you're not, like, it's like these people refuse to evolve. And you're like, I'm no longer, like, something where you're no longer playing nice. Okay, you're no longer playing nice with these people. It's a hostile takeover. It's a takeover. I'm hearing, can't play no game with you. Some of y'all love Rick Ross. Okay, or they saw you at a Rick Ross concert. Okay, something about a trip to Miami. Okay, yeah, something. Yeah, these people, I'm getting that there's no more nice girl act. I'm hearing you going straight wolf on there. I should go straight Wolverine. It's the Wolf of Wall Street in this bitch, and you taking it over. You putting your big girl panties on, putting your big boy drawers on, and it's hostile because we don't negotiate with terrorists. If you're still being irrational, you're still being delusional, you're stagnating, wasting time, this is a matter, something where you're reminding people that this is a matter of urgency. And honestly, people feel like this is a vibe. Like, people, the no bullshit vibe, we have Pluto, 12th house energy. The no bullshit vibe is actually a whole mood. Like, people are just like, yeah, okay, we totally understand you on that one, pal 3. Because we really, like, something where you're like, I don't have time for no bullshit. Like, it's like something where you're met with like a constant bullshit, and it's like we're no longer, like, we're not doing that anymore. It's like we're done. Play time is most definitely over. Yeah, something with a Cancer getting taken over. Okay. Okay. What's, shadow and mysticism? Okay. People might see you as a mystic on your, the gelatine. Okay. People might see you as a mystic on your on your social media account. They feel like this is a whole mood. They're like, dang, that mystic, all above the sensual. Like, they all above the 5 dimension. They all above the 5 senses. They on a whole totally different dimension than we are. people like, they're on a totally different wavelength, and they feel like this is a whole vibe. Like, low key, this is a vibe. So, what are people? Immunity. I'm hearing if you're here from Pal 2, somebody's going to prison while you get immunity. Ha ha. Wow. 4th house. Okay. A Scorpio. Daydreaming. Yeah, somebody that you share the house with is daydreaming about you. This also came out of Pal 2. Yeah, somebody here, they keep, like I said, it's something where somebody keeps making the same mistakes over and over again. And this is just not working for you anymore. It's like something where you're like, you keep making the same decisions. We're about to hostilely take you over. Okay, it's like a hostile situation now because they keep making the same choices. We're done with that. Okay. Somebody is stuck daydreaming. Yeah, they keep daydreaming, or they keep in their head. Like, somebody won't take action. Like, somebody here is not taking action. They're not, like, you know what I'm saying? They're not, like, they're not doing what they need to do. Like, something where they keep needing, you need to communicate the same things over and over again. It's like somebody needs to keep communicating the same things over again. You're like, I'm not communicating no more. I'm done talking. There's no more working it out. There's no more talk therapy. There are no more free therapy sessions. There's no more lingering around. There's no more waiting. There's no more coddling. We're about to enforce. Okay, there's no more. We're done. Because you keep making the same decisions, and you need to make the decision of love. You need to make the right decision. Somebody is not making the right decision, and they seeing you turn into a whole bitch. They say you went from choosing love to choosing violence. Okay, so this Taurus, someone's name is Lauren. They see you choosing violence. Okay, you're very hostile, and your temperament is very aggressive. Okay, very aggressive, because you're tired of the same song and dance because somebody keeps doing the same shit over and over again. We're not that most definitely will make a motherfucker angry, because we're not. It's like something where, like, something bad happened at the start of your career. Something bad happened at the start of your career, or something, there's something where there needs to be a huge transformation, or there was some type of illusion that people put around your career or something like that. I don't know. But it's like something where people are even you're even displaying a very, like, like sharp level of honesty. This honesty that you're communicating is very sharp. It hurts, okay? This is a painful communication that you're expressing, painful truths, hurtful truths, okay? And it's like good or bad, you must speak the truth at all times, okay? People are seeing that your numbers fluctuate a lot, or your like something about your social media numbers are fluctuating a lot, and it's okay to fluctuate, especially business accounts. They will fluctuate. I'm also getting your mood fluctuates a lot. People might see you as having a lot of mood swings and stuff like that. But they see that you definitely are like the center of attention, and I'm also getting that they see you, especially like at this something where you're taking a step back, something where you're reviewing you're reviewing something from the start of your career or something like that. Okay, they're seeing you review something from the start of your career. Okay. Yeah, okay, and then we have Pluto energy, something where there's a do or die situation. There's a do or die situation, and somebody here keeps making the same mistakes, and it's like, this situation, you must do it. You must, it's like something where it must happen, or there will be an end, okay, or there will be something, there will be legal action. It's like you must do it or legal action. And this person is not, they're just stuck. I'm hearing something where they're stuck in the planning stages, or they're stuck in a daydream, or they're stuck, you know, they're stuck trying to, like, I don't know, around some type of, maybe they have a physical structure, or they're at an old age and they're really stuck in their way. Somebody's really stuck in their age, stuck in their ways, and it's really hard for them to like make changes and just like evolve. But somebody here must, they're saying on your social media account that something must be done, or it will be the end. Something where if someone needs to make a major change, they need to fire somebody. They need to fire somebody, or they need to make a health change. I'm hearing something, a healthcare regime needs to be implemented or something like that, and something where you are in charge of implementation or something, or you're in charge of, like, you're in control, you call the shots, and something where there is like a partnership or a situation where there needs to be a big change made, and you're like, you need to make this change or this will happen. I'm also getting that as a mystic, you may be predicting these, okay? And I'm getting that this is a situation where somebody is literally not holding their responsibility, y'all. Like something where this person, someone is completely like, I don't know, something that involves a home, or it involves a physical structure, it involves family, it involves where people, I don't know, something bad happened when you were trying to become your true self, or you were trying to become actualized, okay? Or these are people who are trying to, like, they are not yet actualized, okay? And they feel a lot of tension when they see you, because you're like, there's no time for you. Like, it's like something where you're like, your freedom on your schedule, your becoming on your schedule, your actualization on your schedule. You're communicating that people are wasting time, even if these aren't people that are directly involved in like this legal issue or some kind of conflict. These are people who are just stuck in their daydreams, okay? And they be like, okay, you're a total mood, because you just sit back, actualized and fully embodied, and you letting people know that, like, this is what it takes, right? You showing up consistent on a schedule. You're letting, like, you're reflecting back to them that they're just sitting there daydreaming about the home that they want. They're daydreaming about the life that they want. They're daydreaming about, like, you know what I'm saying? They're daydreaming. And they get, some of them get mad at you for living your best life. Like, people are literally out here getting triggered by you on a daily basis because they refuse to get up and take actions on around their life. They stuck daydreaming. They will. I'm hearing something where somebody don't even want to stay clean. I'm hearing somebody don't want to get up and take a shower. They don't even. First of all, you becoming actualized and true first starts with your basic necessities: food, water, shelter. Take a shower within that shelter. You're never going to become true if you can't even just get up and make yourself a breakfast. You ain't going to become actualized and true if you can't get up and show up at work. You can't become actualized and true if you just won't take a damn shower, do your hair, dress for success, dress to manifest. And people see you getting up, taking risks, getting to it, able, very able. And you're telling them if you continue to make the same choices, you're going to continue to sit there unhappy and unactualized. This, you on your social media account, People are literally triggered. Their shadows are triggered because they're stuck daydreaming and you're out living your best life. Like, this is the issue, right? They're seeing you, some of y'all, they even seeing you have birthday SEX. They're seeing everything you celebrating all the time, living your best life, and it's because you plan for the future. You're connected to the now. You plan for the now, and the now is here. Like, and you're just like, I'm hearing something where you make people very conscious of time. Like, when people see you, they be like, okay, let me get my ass up. Let me get my ass up and go to work. Okay, let me get up now. Let me go ahead and get up, or I ain't gonna be out living my best life like Power 3. They see, like, they literally watching you, you know, with your photos. And I'm hearing they won't like the photo. Okay, these people are they're angry. I'm hearing people are angry. They don't want to, like, it's without a doubt you're a whole mood, right? People are literally like, they don't want to support you on the social media account because they see that you rose to the occasion. They know that you didn't waste any time. Like, these people, I'm hearing, they literally sitting up daydreaming about the life that you're living, and they just looking at you mad because they just continue to waste time. Power 3. How are people viewing your social media? Crazy work. And you're just like, don't be mad at me because you continue to make the same choices. That's irrational behavior. Like, that's insanity. You keep making the same choices and thinking you're going to get a better outcome? Nah, it don't work like that, sweets. Okay? How are people viewing your social media, Power 3? Crazy work. They project. I'm hearing that they're projecting. They're really projecting because they're not. They refuse to, like, they always make it about something that you're doing when you're just living your life, and they're just daydreaming about the life that you're living. How about you get up and live the life too? Okay? Go live your life. Say la vie. You know what I'm saying? Projecting on me is never going to be the way forward, right? They see you as very into, like, look, victory, success, progress, growth, right? And they just refuse to take responsibility for themselves. These are people, I'm hearing something where this is just, people refuse to take responsibility. There's going to be legal action here, or you're going to have to hostilely impose. Hostilely. I'm hearing that this is a hostile takeover, okay? With someone who, you know, who's breaking the law, who is, they're aware. I'm hearing somebody is aware, but they continue to make the same decision. They continue to be unjust, okay? So this is a huge transformation that's going on here. I'm hearing something where you have totally shifted moods. People are seeing on your social media that you've become very clear that someone has been very aware of a decision that they're making that's unjust, that is karmic, that is pain and shame. Some of these people are just, they feel more safe in their daydreams about having a home with you, okay? But it's like, this is escapism, and you're like, somebody is escaping their responsibility. I'm getting a Peter Pan, okay? They're still, I don't know, something where they're still trying to get focused, right? But they just will not hold themselves accountable. I'm hearing these partners, I'm hearing particularly partners, they are literally not holding themselves responsible. And this is just like, this is very frustrating because they are very aware that they are not holding a responsibility, okay? So this has put a bitter taste in your mouth, and I'm getting that something happened most recently where you have totally, with the death, a Scorpio could be, or a Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, or major Leo energy here, Libra energy, excuse me, or it could be a Leo. But I'm getting that, like, somebody, you're literally shifting moods on this person. Like, before you were like, okay, I'm open to it, but after getting more awareness around this, I'm hearing Mercury, getting more communication around this. But I'm also getting, if you were watching this during the time in which we are recording, which is Mercury retrograde, just beware of a little bit of communication challenges, especially with this delay and this going, you know, this retrograde, the Mercury going backwards. It could just be a little bit of a struggle right now to see progress, right? But I'm also getting that this is somebody who's been aware for a long time, and they've been stagnant for a long time. And I'm getting that since you've shifted moods on this person, there's no more stagnating or delay. I'm hearing that this is like you literally handed this person an L and you said there's no more negotiation. You're not feeling the negotiating. You're not feeling the back and forth. It's like you have to have many words, many conversations, lots of negotiation. I'm not feeling the negotiation. I'm tired of talking about the same shit over and over again. And I know you want to choose love with these people because somebody here refuses to take responsibility for themselves. Someone's name is Anakia. Refuse to take responsibility for their behavior, will not hold themselves responsible, keep making it a thing that you're doing like it's always a problem that you're having. Some of these people, quite literally, you were a child, and some of them were like these adults who were like these experienced people, and you were just like a child just getting started at in the beginning of your career, and these people were like attacking your career, or they were doing something totally unjust towards you at the beginning of your career. And so you need to quite literally take these people to court because of something that they've been doing that's been unjust towards you since the beginning of your career, since the start of something, where they may have made you lose a home, or they may have torn down one of your physical structures, because they were literally like just like attacking a child. Like you were like literally just a page, you know, with your new goals and stuff like that, and they were just like these people who wanted to like who didn't like the way that you communicated or something like that. But I'm getting that since getting awareness around their behavior and how unjust they really were, you've totally shifted modes. People are like, oh, that person is not nice anymore, or they're not, you know, they're not open to us anymore, or they're not receptive to us anymore. You've totally shifted on them. You're like, I'm not interested anymore. And I'm getting that for a lot of you guys, you continuously being soft, caring, nurturing, and sensitive and patient was actually not the way to go. You were actually like, I'm hearing your spiritual team may have, like with the King of Swords, you may have been guided to use harsh communication, be mean. Because something where these people, I'm hearing divine violence, because something where these people, you needed to give them an L for them to understand. I'm getting that now the situation is transforming, and you're the one having victory and success, and they're the ones taking the sacrifices, right? Because they kept making the same choices, kept making the same mistakes, and doing it on purpose, you guys. These people were fully aware that their behaviors were karmic, and they were doing this on purpose, okay? Yeah, so let me see here. Ace of Swords reverse. Oh yeah, I'm getting a sudden shift in mood, okay? It's like people feel like this happened out of nowhere. You started to grow hostile out of nowhere, and it's like they were not ready for it, okay? I definitely feel like somebody was struggling with the unconventional aspects of a relationship. Like I said, some of these people, they thought that they were the boss, right? And then especially if they saw you as a child, you were actually their boss or something like that. Or they saw that they had more experience, you were actually the one that was like naturally gifted and more rational and had more sound decision making than them. So it's like definitely people see you as a high priestess. They see you as a mystic. They see you as an unconventional leader, unconventional thought leader, and they want to choose love. But your victory and success actually like makes them, you know, your communication is harsh to them. And so they definitely get insulted a lot. They get easily offended a lot. I'm also getting that previously where you were like nice to the people on your social media or something like that, you're now like enforcing and you're very strict now. And I definitely feel like that is what is creating it is like evolving these people. Like you shifting into a harsh communication, or you shifting to hostile, it actually helped evolve. I know that sounds crazy, but like you getting harsh with these people was what they needed. Like I'm getting that they only understand violence, or the nurturing, sensitive, kind, sweet side was not working. It's like you needed to show them this L for real, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Pal 3, let me know how that resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hi Pal 4, last but not least, you chose rose quartz, but we also have your significator, which is skill. And all I hear is my fingers, they're itching for their paper. I'm riding around my city and I got that calculator. I'm a motherfucking monster when it comes to getting that paper A. Alright? So some of you guys, you have new techniques. Some of them, they're noticing that you're like pulling tricks out of a hat. You're like, you always got a trick up your sleeve. And your skills are getting expressed on your social media account. I'm getting a Capricorn. This person is watching your skills expressed, and every time, like, you have a skill at doing something. I don't know exactly what you're doing, but it's like you get your intended result every single time. You're very accurate about something, and you're always correct. I'm hearing something where you're always correcting something. Maybe they even see you going back, checking for typos, editing posts, making sure things are spelled correctly, making sure that things are, correct. I'm getting that something where you always have the right details. You're always exacting on the money. And some people didn't believe that you were capable of this skill, and then you showed them that you're very successful in reaching your intended target. We're very successful at getting exactly what we want. Power 4. Affirm, I get what I want because I deserve to. Okay. Some of them see you're really good at cooking, okay, on your social media account. They just see you know what the fuck you're doing. Like, you know what you're doing. Like, I don't know what this, like, something where they're seeing you grow a social media account, and you're really, you know how to do this, okay? But it could be also some type of other skill that you're expressing on a social media account, but that's also kind of leading to your growth, right? So these people, they're like, damn, you just strategic and know what the fuck to do, okay? So, and you use your resources very wisely. These people, I'm getting that these are people who deplete their resources. They're going broke. Especially if they trying to dress. Okay, some of these people trying to dress. I'm getting these people is going broke trying to dress, child. Some of you guys, your job is social media. So this is why I'm getting that a lot of people are tuned into this, tapped into you getting your intended results. Some of you guys are marketing professionals. Maybe you quite literally work in PR or marketing departments, okay? So I'm getting someone with a long blonde hair, okay? Long blonde hair. How are people viewing your social media account, okay? Some of you, they see that you as you the oracle. You the oracle on social media, okay? Some of y'all, they see that you the oracle, that people go to you for psychic services, okay? And that you have a skill at doing this. Some of you guys are very skilled. People are realizing that you're a medium, okay? Something where people are realizing that you are a medium. I think mediumship is literally where you have communications with the dead, or you have, you speak to your ancestors a lot, or you're speaking to, like, you communicate with your spiritual team, and you also communicate with other people's spiritual team as well. We have the 7th house partnership, okay, love and partnership. What are people viewing on their social media account, Power 4? What are people viewing on their social media account? They're seeing your career in public life, okay? So like I said, some of you guys, your job is social media, okay? And I'm hearing that you always getting your intended result. You're always meeting the threshold. You're always getting that paycheck every month, okay? That direct deposit be coming out, okay? Some of you guys, they're literally seeing you run up the numbers on a calculator. The social media algorithm calculator, okay? You're making sure. I mean, the people are saying that your social. That's crazy, because I literally just was saying your career, your career and your social image and your, you know, your destiny on your social media account. People also feel like this partnership that you've had. There's a partnership that has assisted you. People are seeing that there's a partnership that assisted you with your career. Okay. I'm hearing it was love and business, okay? So people are seeing some type of spicy accounting-ship on your social media accounts, okay? Some type of spicy accounting, okay? With that calculator. Something where some of y'all, they see you with a large payout one time. I'm hearing something where people are seeing you with a large payout. I'm hearing something where you got a bag that night. I'm hearing something where you made a big bag. People are seeing that you, if somebody came in and made that, they seeing you raw as hell, okay, for one. But they're saying that somebody came in and gave you, you know, a lot of money, okay? You recently had a big large payout, and that you are getting a lot of results, not just on social media but also in real life, because what we bad in real life. Okay. So yeah, people are noticing that you have a power couple, or you have like a partnership that helps you with your career. Okay, people are seeing this a lot. This is piquing a lot of people's interest. Okay, people are seeing that you're getting a lot of rewards and recognition for your sport or your art or your service. Okay, healing service, perhaps psychic service. I'm hearing somebody who owed you some money or something like that. Somebody who owed you some money is on your social media account. That's why I'm getting that calculator. There's some money here. Somebody who owed you some money, okay, on your social media account. Hold on one second, you guys. Let me make sure these cards are in order, because I don't like it when they're out of order, because I don't like myself to get biased, okay, by seeing the cards shuffling through. I don't like to see the cards until they come out, okay, sometimes. But yeah, I'm definitely getting that somebody here, they're watching a power couple, and they're watching they see, they feel like the only reason why you attract these wealthy hypergamous people is because you have a big butt, or you have, you have privilege, or same old, okay, get over it. We're tired of hearing the same excuses to why you're not getting men. Okay, it's just not my problem at this point. I'm getting bored with the same storyline. It's like, oh my god, the people who are on your level are not having this issue with you. Okay, it's always somebody who is wanting to like make an issue because they're the ones that feel pain and shame. Like, okay, yeah, but there's somebody here that is like a Capricorn. Somebody here, they're not having the same. Okay, so some of y'all, this quite literally, I didn't want to make this. This could be something taboo, especially like if you are the oracle. Like, people consider psychic services to be taboo. They consider stripping to be taboo. I know that it may be like our everyday life or whatever. We'll have to bam, right? It may be just something like a pole dancer. Even if you're just a pole dancer, people will see this as taboo. These are not socially acceptable things. There's something that you're doing that has come up on the channel before, where people are seeing your career success, or you literally have a public image around something that is considered taboo. Okay, maybe it quite literally is just your body, right? Your body being nice, or you doing body work, or you healing your body, or just like some kind of movement practice, yoga. You're like, people are just like really tuned into your body and how it attracts your men, okay, or something like that. Okay, and they know that you make a lot of money because of your body. Okay, so I just shuffled these cards the wrong way again. Oh my gosh, it's been a day, honey. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, I feel like it's like the same song and dance, like something that you're doing that people don't really, they may have, this came out on another social media reading before as well, that if there's like a particular, like, this might go against people's, belief system, ideology, religion, right? Who are viewing your social media account, and they feel like, oh, well, you still were able to have a partner and a home and a career, even though we feel like this is like something taboo, or something that's like hidden in this, people only do this on their underground or something like that. Like, people, like, their website Backstage or something like that, Backpage or whatever. I don't know. Never been on it. But it's something like what people consider something that you're doing to be like socially unacceptable, or you gotta have to have a certain type of aesthetic. Like, maybe you're like a dom, or you're like a, you know what I'm saying, you're a dominant person, or you're like this exotic person, a spicy accountant, stripper, oracle, doing something taboo. Okay, and I'm getting that your whole entire social image is low-key taboo, so it kind of just fits you. Like, if you're like, you know what I'm saying, but like also they see that you offer, like, this is really a healing work, right? This is really just like, it's not this taboo thing that they are like thinking that it's not like this taboo thing that is like so negative and goes against religion, right? It's really just like a healing practice, right? So that's what people are starting to like realize and notice about your social media account. And it's awakening. Is they see that you actually have a skill at healing, or at psychic services, pole dancing, movement, or whatever thing that they consider to be taboo. You're very skilled at it, and you're showing people that this is actually like something that is like a service, a healing service, you know what I'm saying? And people are saying you get paid for it. Like, people are saying you get paid for the service, that you are employed through this service, right? It's something that you're good at and you're getting paid for it, okay? Body typing, yeah, somebody here is from a different cultural group than you. I was kind of getting that. We have a cloud chaser, social climbing, fame hungry. Somebody here is from a different cultural group as yours, and these people are culturally appropriating. I'm hearing something where they're culturally appropriating, and someone is trying to make, people are supporting this. I'm getting that people who are unaware and unintelligent, or they're just like, they have no respect for their culture and heritage, a lot of these people are making this okay. But I'm also getting that there's somebody here where you are, especially if you guys are here from Power 1, you guys have a lot of worldly experience, and something that you're doing that may be considered taboo in a regional part of your world, or a regional, like, it may be considered taboo for like this small-minded group of people, but it's actually like makes you internationally known. Like, something where you're doing something that they consider to be taboo, but it just reflects their small-minded localization. It reflects them not being worldly, not being cultured, not having the couth, not having, you know what I'm saying, not being expanded within their worldview. And you're just like getting a lot of success and recognition on an international level because you did not you did not limit yourself. I'm hearing something where you expanded your consciousness beyond this like neighborhood friendly everyday grocer to this worldview. And even at this worldview though, there's conflict. Like, I'm getting something where there's like a cultural clash here. There's cultural clashes on your social media account because you are showing up as like the true skill. And I'm also getting that something where people are seeing that you're like your body type is not really shown or displayed in this skill that you're displaying. Something where you have a skill at something, but your body type is not. Like, have you ever heard that story of a curvy ballerina? Like, there's like a curvy ballerina that defied a lot of odds. Like, something where your body type is defying a lot of odds, okay? We have a cloud chaser, social climate thing, and then we have a letter S, okay? Who is jealous of your body type. I'm hearing somebody, people are very envious of your body type. So like I said, if you have a curvy body type and that curvy body type is not really displayed in this community or in this skill, right? So this is the issue. It's your body type is actually more preferred. Okay, someone's from Greece or their name starts with the letter A. Someone here makes music, or they are kind of a this person is prejudiced. Someone here is prejudiced or a cultural appropriator. And these people, I'm hearing that when you show up with your body type, showing this skill, your body type usually does not show this skill. Maybe it's even a limitation around your body type. Like, girls with big butts or like really curvy girls are not really like that, they can't really perform this skill, perhaps, right? And so people are seeing you perform this skill with that body type. It also, like, and I'm getting that this taboo thing may elicit desire, or it's something that is like, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's like you are actually pissing a lot of people off because they are the ones that, like, they are the ones that are expanded around their worldview, but your cultural group or your body type is not really like, it's like your cultural group and your body type is the one that actually elicits the most sexual desire. And then you being expanded within their worldview, they're really pissed off that you have this skill in this body type. It's like both. It's like, if that makes sense, you guys, right? It's like you are not really displayed in this skill, or you're not really represented in this skill, and now you're creating an entirely new standard where you're making it possible, right? You're making it possible for your body type to be displayed with this skill, okay? I'm also getting that some people, they're going to hate you for having this body type and this skill. I think that's just like the biggest issue, is because that really is like the true desire. Yes, the true form that is meant to be displayed anyway. It's just that these other people were just had a privilege or had a dominant cultural group, or that your cultural group or your body type was not expanded around before, and now you're like, we're expanded around it now, so let's just put an end to all that. I'm getting that something on your social media has become about race. Okay, there's a racial issue here. There's, like I said, there's somebody who's discriminatory, prejudiced, or they're just not used to seeing your cultural group expressing this skill the way that you are. Okay, this actually is going to bring this person a lot of emotional satisfaction seeing you representing. I'm hearing that you are the representation that your cultural group needed. You needed to be represented here. You needed to create a standard here. You needed to say, hey, I know you're not used to us being excellent, but we're excellent and we're showing up. And that means that everyone else who has this, like, to be honest, those curvy body types are the true goddess form. These other forms are not goddess forms, right? So it's like you're going to, but those curvy body types not being displayed, or that skill not being displayed before, is, for example, right, is going to disillusion all of these other people who thought that they were the expanded worldview. They thought that they were the only ones that could express that skill and elicit sexual desire. But you are the highest desire, okay? So tell me where this is going. I'm also getting that somebody who you let them know that, like, somebody was trying to, you know, somebody who's been angry, somebody who's been in a competition with you because they were jealous of your body, okay? People have been, the reason that people are envious of you because they're jealous of your body, or the reason why they're doing negative things is because they're body typing. The only people that are body typing, are the only people who have a problem with the body are the ones that are jealous with it. Okay, stop trying to make all these different excuses as to, oh, but this flaw, this flaw. You're just, anybody who's picking or trying to critique somebody's body are the ones who are jealous of it. Let me repeat myself. The people who are critiquing the body are the ones that are jealous of the body. There's no body typing to do when you're the less favorable one. Oh, you're not used to seeing curvy hips and ass on this pole? You're seeing it now. Oh, you're not used to black exotics? You're seeing it now. Which means that you're going to, that whatever you're representing over there is shrinking next to this fat ass and hips. Okay? Okay. We have death in the reverse. This cloud chaser that still won't, you know, yeah, this feels like a continuation of pile 3. I'm getting bored. Okay, the judgment, okay. And then the emperor. Yeah, these people, they know that you're dealing with somebody, or a lot of people who are pissed off at you because you showing up and finally being represented in this skill, something where this skill that you're doing, I don't know, it could be pole dancing, but it could be some type of you just showing up and being represented. Like, for example, just like, you know, there being a lack of representation, you know, of women of color or people of color in general in the fine arts. This could be fine arts. This could be something that you're really talented and good at. There are a lot of people who are angry at you for being the true authority, right? Because you were the one that has actually had to authentically empower yourself over something, when they are the ones that are just like experiencing a privilege and relying on privilege. It's not because they actually had real skill. It's because they actually just had a privilege, right? Some of these people have just been bandwagoning and chasing clout upon other people's brand and other people's name and stuff like that. These people actually have, the issue is, because you are the one that's authentically empowered, you are the one that has the power. The people who are trying to fight you are the people who have a problem with your authority. The people who haven't had representation, the people who've actually had to work, who had nothing but blood, sweat, and tears, the people who had to rely on merit only, are the people who are authentically empowered. Those are the ones that have the true power. Those are the true authorities. So these are just people, someone's name is starts with letter A, or somebody's from Greece, or someone from a different cultural group, international relations, or issues with some type of cultural group, or some type of body typing that they're doing about your culture and the fine arts. Okay, they have a problem with you being the true authority because they're not so used to y'all being so skilled. Well, wake up call, we here now. That means you get disillusioned. That means you take a back seat. You can't rely on privilege no more. The real skill is here. Thank you so much, Pal 4. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Don't forget to shop Rose Quartz over at Cosmic Intelligence to give back to our community, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.